This is the samples of business letter, which include all the parts of business letter that you will learn for this semester. So now, as you can see here, business letter will begin with a reference line. Okay, so reference line usually will have 2 or 1 line depending on the question. Okay, but the basic one they will have 2, which is our reference and your reference. Secondly, in the business letter itself, it will have a dates of letter. Dates of letter will indicate the dates of the letter is been written. Next is a mailing notation. As you can see here, okay, mailing notation is being typed in all capital letter. The purpose having of mailing notation is actually to indicate how the letter is going to be handled. But not all the question will have a mailing notation. So here, if you see the green color box, is indicate the special features. The special features here means that some of the letters will have and some of the letter will not have. So for example, if there is a mailing notations, it will be indicated in the question. For example, send this registered letter to Puan Natasha Muhammad Ali. So you need to write the registered here. But if, like say, the question does not mention the mailing notation, such as registered, so you need to make sure it will be left portable space between reference line and the informations of the receiver. The next part in a business letter is the information about the receiver. It will begin first with the full name of the person who received the letter. The second line will be the position of the person who received the letter. Third line will represent the names of the company. And the rest of it will be the complete address of that particular organization. Okay, how about if the letter is sent to the home address? If the letter is sent to home address, definitely you will not have the position and also the company's name. So it only have the name and also the home address. So moving forward is the salutation. What is the salutation? Salutation is the suitable call name for the person who received the message. For example, here we are using Dear Madam because this letter is sent to Puan Tasha. So the appropriate salutation will be Dear Madam. Next part in a business letter, we call it as a subject line or the titles of the letter. So the titles of the letter will represent the ingredients ataupun we call it as a content in the following paragraph. So here, subject line will type in all capital letter. Next is body of content. Body of content will spell out, okay, all the information that the sender wanted the receiver to understand and to receive the information. Usually, it will have about 4 to 5 different paragraphs. So for example, here we have first paragraph. We do have a second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth paragraph, and this is the fifth paragraph, which is the last paragraph that we have. So as you can see here, for the paragraph, you need to type from the question given. Alright, and you should use align left. Do not use justify. If you use a justify, it will be wrong. So you need to use left aligned paragraph. As you can see here, the last paragraph is actually been placing at the second page, even though you see that it is an ample space available in the first page at which can fit for this paragraph. However, we do not put all the paragraphs in the first page. We need to bring the last paragraph into the second page. Next, moving forward, the next part of business letter, we call it as a second page heading. This second page heading is actually consists information about the sender and also indicating this is the second page and the dates of the letter. So you will learn later why we need to use the name of the company and why we need to use the name of the person as a second page afterwards. Alright, the next one we use as a second page, page 2. Okay, and then we do have the dates at which we copy from the first page just now. Alright, and then following with that, the last paragraphs that we have. And here, this is what we call as a complementary closed. Okay, this information is actually will consist informations about the sender. So here, usually we will use as a yours sincerely, and then we'll have the names of the company who sent the letter. And we also do have the name of the persons who are going to sign this letter with the job position. Next to that, we will have the initial names of the typist, which is your initial, because you will become as a typist for each of the question. The next two parts of business letter, which is enclosure and copy notation, is fall under special features, meaning that if the question does give you there is an enclosure, then you will include the enclosure. And also if the question give you the informations about copy notation, then you need to put the informations about the copy notation. But not all the question will have enclosure and also copy notation. So in the next video, I will explain further for each of the parts. So stay tuned with me.